Hey guys, if the dogs bark or anything, just excuse them, you know. What is a real American Pitbull Terrier? As you can see, there's a question I gave Google. And it's supposed to be one of the best phones, and it's not even, okay, here we go. What is a real Pitbull? And no, it doesn't matter what website you go to. It doesn't matter where you get the information from. Absolutely no one, not a single website is telling you the truth. Not a single website is telling you the truth. No matter where you go. These guys here, this is ridiculous. This is what they told me when I started the breed, and they still say that. That an American Pitbull Terrier comes with two breeds. You guys are ridiculous. American Pitbull Terriers came from more than two breeds, especially two breeds, you can say that. But they didn't just breed them yesterday and came from that breed. See, people today are so ignorant, they will believe that if you take two dogs at any time today and you breed them together, you get a pit bull. That's not how it works. There is a lot of great work, very difficult work, never done in any other breed that it comes to create a real American Pit Bull Terrier. Because this term here, pit bull, is a real term and is used on fake dogs. I mean, real dogs, but fake pit bulls. The word pit means fighting in a box. That was a fighting box. These dogs today have no idea what it means to have courage, to never give up, and they have sparkles of the old dog that was magnificent and special. They tell you that the history, the back of the American Pit Bull Terrier is a dark past. So with that, it'll throw you off into looking at these modern breeders today, which they made a disaster. They took the name of the dog, the first fake that came after American Pit Bull Terriers after Pit Bulls is the American Staffordshire Terrier. The AKC, they pretty slick. They didn't want to do business with the UKC, but they liked the movement. They liked the fact that those dogs were very special. Those dogs, they were fighting dogs. The doctors, the engineers, the lawyers were all fighting them. There was a special movement that happened by inertia, happened by gravity, and it was the process where the dogs actually went through an epigenetic situation where the dogs' own genetics started to change as they were exposed to things that no other breed had been exposed to. Like they go through a conditioning program for 3 or 4 months in the middle of a ranch for fighting, and there was a process of a schooling process and conditioning and everything else, and the dogs become closer to that person, to the human. It's like a soldier that goes to Vietnam or World War II or in Bakhmut in Ukraine. Those guys become brothers, blood brothers. They become better than family. And the dogs will do that with the humans. They'll go into the fight and they get closer to the humans even more because they think they're a team. And then when Dad got home, there was no veterinarian to care of them. It's open range. There was no cities like that where they have all these things. So the dogs will get taken care of by humans. They get taken care of by the children, by the wife, by the men. And the dogs, they notice a couple things by not having television, by not having the influence of the internet, and people that know nothing about dogs, or people that they know about other breeds. And they, especially pay attention to what I'm going to say now, they try to measure the American Pit Bull Terrier from breeding practices to show practices to whatever they do with other breeds into the American Pit Bull Terrier, and it doesn't work like that. And so what happens is those great dogs that went through those process of epigenetics, those dogs became closer to humans, and humans understood that the dogs that were aggressive toward children, that were showing their teeth and they were insecure, when they take them to the pit, they will bite you and kill you and hurt you themselves. They were cowards. They will quit. They were quitters. And when you look at those things, you start to understand that, let me put this here. I'm going to put some images of what is a real American Pit Bull Terrier. Wow, look at this. What a beautiful thing. The majority are show dogs. imitations of a real American Pitbull Terrier. It used to be pure mutts like this here. But you see here, that is the real American Pitbull Terrier. I'm proud of it. That is Ciega the Great. Wow. That is a real, my work is here, guys. And believe it or not, used to do these some time ago. You wouldn't find these. These guys are not real American Pitbull Terriers. And people write articles about these dogs. They're mutts. And these are mutts. A show dog is worth nothing. These show dogs here, they's like having fun, and you have a judge, which maybe never touch a single real American Pitbull Terrier, and blah, blah, blah. And people, you know, they try to show dogs. And all these dogs are just literally, they're not American. But this stuff here, that right there is not a real American Pitbull Terrier. You know, to be a real American Pitbull Terrier, any one of these dogs here will have to come directly from the hands of Carver, directly from the hands of Crenshaw, directly from the hands of Chico Lopez right here, okay? Directly from the hands of Hollingsworth to be real American Pitbull Terriers, but they're not. Anyhow, so those dogs that went through that process of epigenetics, those guys found out through the process, through the hardest process, that the dogs were quitters. So the dogs that have more heart, they have brave. Those dogs gave America the concept of underdog and top dog. And he became the real American Pitbull Terrier, guys. It was actually called pit dogs when they started mixing those supposed to be two different bloodlines, two different dog types, because they were not even breeds, they were mutts themselves. So those dog types, they were mixing to themselves, and other dogs were also part of the mix. But it started to create a foundation, and then there were bloodlines. And when those bloodlines were created, there were 10, 20, 30, 40 years within each bloodline. And those bloodlines will mix into another bloodline. And by that time, the American Pitbull Terrier is a real breed. So the UKC came and took advantage and named it American Pitbull Terriers. I think that the UKC actually, the guy actually owns some dogs, from what I understand. You got to look that up. I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to tell you something I don't know. But the guys at the AKC, they say we don't want to recognize those dogs. But they took those dogs to create the first fake, which is the American Staffordshire Terrier. But the people, as they got them, they still call them pit bulls. They couldn't call them American Pitbull Terriers again, so they bred them by the thousands, and they call them pit bulls. But the name came from the American Pitbull Terriers. There's a singer, Cuban singer, pretty good guy. He called himself a pit bull. And if you put the word pit bull by itself, he's probably going to be the first one that's going to come up. But all the articles that everybody writes, all these big companies, all these doctors, all these people, Wikipedia, is all bullshit. Nothing but crap. When you come to the images, you find Ciega the Great, God bless Chico Lopez. And then people tell the difference, you know, all this stuff. People is a real breed, and they try to give the input because they learned from one dummy. They didn't know nothing about dogs. And then the new dummies, which are the new dummies of today, they say it's an umbrella term where you mix anything you want. Anything that didn't qualify to be a real breed, you mix them. And they not, my friends. They not. The real American Pitbull Terrier is just amazing. It has gone through a process. The dogs, like my dogs, have gone through such a process that if my dogs are the real American Pitbull Terriers, every other dog is not a real American Pitbull Terrier. Because 33 years, we developed the very best. That's so consistent, just quality. Any dog from anywhere next to our dogs. I take 10 of my dogs, and you take 10 dogs from a particular man, put him next to me. His own dogs, he bred them for 3, 4, 5 generations. And his dogs will be mutts when I give you 10 of my dogs. Maybe one of them can qualify within that level. Maybe, I'm saying maybe. And so we are either a superior breed than the American Pitbull Terrier, and everybody else keep those mutts, they call them pit bulls. But we're in a different level. Our dogs are not human aggressive. You can make them human aggressive if you want to. But I don't sell to thugs or lowlifes or scumbags. But the real American Pitbull Terrier went through the process of epigenetics, and it's not an umbrella term. And there is this Pitbull type, all this bullshit. It's all crap. It's all, listen, 99% of all those dogs they call pit bulls are absolutely mutts. Much. Just listen. Nobody really has the courage. People are afraid like to hurt your feelings and blah blah blah. I'm not afraid to hurt your feelings, man. They are much. Okay, literally much. Do you see I put the word Pitbull? See, that's the singer right there. You see the first thing you do? You get what? You get the rapper. You get the rapper. It says people, a friendly dog. Okay. Why is he called Pitbull? What is Pitbull doing now? Blah blah blah. His videos, his music. So the guy literally, his Instagram page, literally he came on top. He used the name. He took over. The breeders and everybody else, weaker as vanilla, weaker as vanilla ice, and all these guys. I'm telling you right now, guys, it is a sad thing. It is really a sad thing. The real American Pitbull Terrier gave America the word, the how do you call it, the image. He gave the concept of never give up. This mutt right here is not a pit bull. He doesn't know what it means never give up. This one either. This one either. That one either. That one either. That's the rapper. None of these dogs. It's just literally mutts. Just mutts. None of these dogs cannot belong to a single breed. So because everybody make the mistakes to deform these dogs, we're going to use these now. We're going to be a breed by having these umbrella terms. There's a bunch of losers, man. Just losers. This is not an American Pitbull Terrier here. That's that weak stuff right there. That's not an American Pitbull Terrier. The blue BS, none of these dogs. They might be good pets, some of them. Don't get me wrong. Some of them got sparkles of the real American Pitbull Terrier, and they might get sparkles. Like these here, please. And then the bullies, bullies are mutants, okay? And so people try to talk like they know. It's unbelievable. Share this video so people can learn the truth about the American Pitbull Terrier. Listen, I created a page. I'm going to put it out for you now. Give me just a second. I created a page for you guys so you guys can learn a little bit. And it's for free. I don't think I have any advertising in it or anything like that. I created these so you can get free information and learn about. You see how I get, okay? Free information right here. That's it. That right, the beautiful dog you see there, that's a real American Pitbull Terrier. He's just a puppy. One of my puppies. The holy grail of American Pitbull Terrier. The truth. You learn nutrition. You learn how to raise the dog. You learn all these different things. You want to know how a puppy looks like? There you go. And have different charts and everything to educate the new generations. I even have these pictures so you guys can look at a picture, because you never saw a Ferrari and everything you saw was junk cars. How can I tell you how one great one looks like? Here we go. You can see now. You see that? See that? Take a look at this. Perfect Pitbull expert tips. Show you some of the dogs, how to choose the right Pitbull breeder. All these things we made it for you. Terrence Crawford, the health benefits of running a Pitbull. Everything. So God bless you guys. Listen, man, I don't want me to come too hard. First dog that I had was not a real American Pitbull Terrier, but I learned a lot. And one thing I learned, the first thing you need to do before you buy an American Pitbull Terrier is discover how to find the best breeder on the planet. That's the key that separated me even today from everybody else. I forget it. I was not looking for the bloodlines. I was looking for the man. Once you find the man, that's the man that has it.